It's your favorite time again, baby dolls. You and I are going to be doom scrolling Twitteroonies. First up, we have PulseChain community member Lit. Can someone teach me how to actually win at DeFi? I need re-education of the crypto game after Richard Hart for 4 years. So this was a post from a short while ago, and he's replied, "Love you, pDAI bros. I'm just curious though, how some people loaded up sub penny. Cult narrative, easy narrative, strong mindshare, cult community. pDAI has and is outperforming Pulse. That's from the pDAI to Pulse ratio, which I've shown many times as well. And what I'll do, I'll just show you the pDAI to Pulse ratio out here. You can see in the orange circle, this is a value of 90. It peaked at a value of 390. Remember, it's a log chart as well, friends. On the linear chart, they all look absolute ass. But hey, it looks like it's curling up. That's actually pretty good out here. So hopefully pDAI does continue to outperform Pulse and everything else. Remember, Pulse is a spear. We need everything to go up. But yeah, just speaking to Lit, saying, how do you even win at DeFi? Everything we've been doing is losing. Look, sir, it's just the business cycle, man. What's DeFi? It's finance. But Wall Street don't do our finance. You know what I mean? They're not doing crypto finance. So who does it? Main Street, which is a little guy and girl and little squirrel out here. Most people do it, but unfortunately, they're not doing it now. Why? Because the cost of living is too high. So hopefully when the business cycle kicks up, I've explained it to you thousands of times, then, you know, when that comes in, hopefully there's more activity, more stablecoins, super cycle rails and payments, people doing stuff back and forth, getting debit cards, credit cards, getting loans on the chain and doing all these. Hopefully they activate a lot of stuff. But even then, man, it's not going to outperform buy and holding anyway. So even in that world, it's all going to come down to one thing. We just got to believe harder. Crypto Charles. Ansem Doomer post doing incredibly well. So I will say this. Crypto remains one of the least efficient markets with the smallest percentage of sophisticated participants and the greatest long-term growth opportunity in all of finance. Yes, it is true. Play some angel music. 100% true, friends, okay? Despite all the negativity, despite everyone saying it's over, despite Ansoy and 35 other crypto KOLs who are saying bear market confirmed, yes, crypto, I know, friend, I know, it's been trashed for 5 years. There's the least sophisticated participants. People who even are sophisticated, okay, like Wall Street guys and quant people, they don't even believe in network effects because they come from a stock market world where, friends, when they see Johnson & Johnson baby bum powder, I love the baby bum powder, but for them, it's just another company that makes profit, that has cash flow, so they value it based off that. Crypto breaks the paradigm, dude. I'll just show you a bit. Crypto breaks the paradigm, friends. For example, like people in PulseChain and XRP and Cardano and even holding Doge and people holding Bitcoin and even people holding Ethereum, when they look at Solana with fast transactions, they're not dumping everything, all of them, to go move over. You see? And even though Ethereum becomes more decentralized, people in Solana, they're not saying, wow, I love your decentralization. Let me go sell my bags. They don't care about that. Okay, they're digital cities. They each have their own unique differentiating points. So they're all network effects. Okay, this is pretty much our conclusion from these. That's why we are front running everyone. They don't understand this stuff yet, but one day they will. And it's going to take a business cycle thrust up for it to work. Hopefully. Okay, still hopefully. Okay, Crypto Nova. I think it's, friends, I think it's a girl. I think it's pretending to be a girl. Whenever I see like a girl on the inside, I imagine like the South Park WoW guy, rest in peace. I think the actual guy who was modeled off is passed away. So the South Park WoW guy, I just imagine it like just a guy eating Doritos all day with Doritos are yummy, licking his fingers. He's got the orange fingertips, and he's basically got like 3 level 90 WoW characters. He does the PvP arena, but he's posing as a girl on the internet. That's what I imagine. Crypto Nova. While I would love nothing more than the following statement being true, we'll have the biggest alt season we've ever, and we will dwarf what we have before. Objectively, that's extremely likely not to happen ever. So I'm not even going to bother reading this. She writes like 15,000 word essays. Once again, business cycle. Once again, business ISM. Once again, AI and China and America, the AI race wars heating up, manufacturing plants, copper gold ratios too low. All of these things do not show a heated economy, which means everything is in depression, which means you're seeing cheap prices. That's right, friends. So Crypto Nova, which is just a dude cosplaying as a girl, saying it's objectively Never going to happen. Objectively, friends. Objectively means as a statement of fact. That's why, friends, you know, I watch people like this. By the way, this person has 150,000 followers on Twitter. You see? You have Haweem replying, dilution, fractured attention, stolen money via extractions, scammy liquidation cascades, multiple high FDV coins, multiple grifters. The flavor of the week will be what we all trade. So this myopic negative view, it sounds good, but where in your view was there a $180 billion XRP valuation? You know what I mean? All Zcash going up. See, friends, what happens, like I've shown you many times, okay? I've explained this to you many times. I'll explain it for you again, okay? When I see, look, there's two types of people in this world, friends, when it comes to markets, okay? When people see depressed prices, okay, 90% to 95% of people, when they see a depressed price, they say, oh, it's all bad, something's wrong. Okay? That's 95%. It actually is 95%. 5% say, I wonder if this is cheap. I wonder if I can think 12, 24, 36 months into the future. I wonder if the long-term vision, price is what you pay, value is what you get. I wonder if this could be changing in the future. That's how 5% of us are thinking. That's why we end up winning at the end, okay? Everybody just looking at this, they go, oh, prices are down, mood is down, it's bad, it'll never go up, it'll never recover. Like I said, friends, this person goes out there, you're yelling at the cloud and acknowledging that it's raining, okay? The people who end up winning, friends, remember the market price is in stuff today, okay? That's what we're here for. Emotionally, it's very efficient at doing that. But we're not here based off today. We're here to price stuff in for the future. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. This was one of the worst Bitcoin Novembers. Currently, it's down 17%. Let's see what December brings. Wow, it's true. So we got one of the worst Novembers of Bitcoin ever. Check this out. Grand Inquisitor. We've never seen this level of silence in PulseChain or the broader crypto market. 100%. There is this dead period of this Thanksgiving. 100%. It's super silent, super quiet. My Twitter feeds, friends, is just filled with absolute junk all over. Yeah, a lot of people taking a break, but I completely understand. Everyone feels like they've had their life taken out of them. I feel that same way too. Terrible reward. And you got to think about a lot of the people who've been doing great. They sell something as well. They're like, yeah, I'm doing great. I still have customers for my indicator or for my false con man's type of stuff, which I'm just going to pivot and gaslight you in the future anyway. Hopefully it changes next year. Y'all really buying coins from people who publicly deploy multiple rugs. There is a guy that has been selling a token he was shilling for 2 months. Millions extracted. Now down 90%. And MFers are buying his next 2 shills. Look, friends, it's very obvious now, okay? Crypto altcoins, you're buying into a future network effect. These people who are degen gambling, they don't care if this network effect is only going to last 5 days. Because in their mind, they're happy to get in day one because they think it's going to last 5 days. No, we don't feel sorry for them. That's the game they play. Okay, it's no different to somebody who goes and plays blackjack or roulette at the casino. You know what I mean? Like, you know you're losing, right? Are you getting entertainment? Okay, cool. Go do it. Okay. Just don't have a closed mind when it comes to these things. I look, it's not for me. You know what I mean? Personally, I don't like going because I don't like playing games where the edge is to lose. I can't live with that. I don't get enjoyment like, oh, you're definitely losing. Mathematically, it's programmed around making you lose. I don't like that game. Some people do. But I'm not going to like knock people who enjoy the game. It's literally like 95% of China, for example. And just for some reason, you guys just love punting. Just 3.5 days, no sleep. You just love punting on like Tuesdays, Tuesday morning, 5 a.m. They're there cracking it. You got to keep an open mind because people are getting dopamine from other places and stuff out here. You got to remember as well, friends, when we understand that psychology, you become better at markets and especially altcoins as well. Understanding them. Whale FUD. Most people are exhausted, struggling financially, and have lost faith in anyone in a suit on TV. Yes. Cost of living's too high. Media's lying. Charlie Kirk planned assassination. We've just seen lie. Friends, and here's the thing, man. I'm not... Like, when I come here and I tell you the message, I go, listen, it's a simulation matrix. The world's a stage. It's a movie script. It's pre-planned. They've already got the mad AI tech. They're rolling out this stuff slowly. A UAP, 0 point energy, cold fusion's real. We get it, dude. We get it. I understand that you and I can't change anything. All I'm telling you is Main Street must eat. We'll play some Pumpy G music. Main Street must eat. That's it. The middle class, their backs are broken. Cost of living's too high. Interest rates are too high. They must come down, hand out the candy. Okay? And I think they're doing it, friends. Donald Trump is stopping migration. Inflation's going to come down. They can hand out more money until the robots get it. Sophie Rain, friends. Maybe you've seen her before. Sophie Rain is an OnlyFans girl. She posted, look at this. She's made $95 million gross. Holy S. $95 million in 2 years. I wonder if she buys Bitcoin. So Sophie Rain out here. So I just want to show you, friends. Obviously, I've walked through gardens. I've smelled flowers. Okay. But I'll tell you something about Sophie Rain. Okay. Not Sophie Thunder, Sophie Rain. Obviously, she's probably feeling a bit sad. Maybe she's got a monthlies or something. She's clearly been negatively affected by the amount of people judging her. So someone must have said a comment that has been sticking in her head so bad that she feels so insecure. She wants to come out to the world and say, hey, yes, I know I show my boobies. Does she do corn, friends? I don't know. Yes, I show my boobies on the internet and stuff. But obviously, look, so she's obviously feels so insecure. She's like, hey, but at least I made 95 million. So she's coming out here and it's actually going viral, right? So that's the context psychologically where it's coming from. But what just always baffles me, there's always one person who comes out like saying, oh, society's crumbling because one girl made 95 million. Friends, do you understand? Like people, they just don't get it, dude. You need a business mind, okay? It's not about what you do. It's the attention and the economic activity you grab, okay? It's like saying, oh my gosh, how is Dubai worth more than $100? It's just in the middle of a desert. You know what I mean? If you straw man everything and just reduce everything to nothingness, well, you could do it to yourself as well. Like, I could say, hey, why bother getting out of bed tomorrow? You're going to be dead in 80 years anyway. No one's going to remember you in 300 years, for sure, let alone 3,000 years. You don't remember anybody from 80 years ago now, do you? You don't know. Exactly. You're just as useless as everybody else. So it really, when people comment on that, it gives you an insight into how people are thinking. And we're here, that's scarcity mindset thinking. Abundance mindset thinking is like, hey, you know, like I'm looking at me. What if crypto's in a bear market 2026? Okay. I've got toes. I can send you a feet pic, maybe a heel, maybe an ankle. You know what I mean? There's plenty of things we can do to innovate. Here we have Elon Musk's mum. I guess you'd call her a gilf. I mean, you would back in the day. You know what I mean? You could just, she's one of those sophisticated girls. You know what I mean? Cocktail in the hand. She's like, my father owns a law firm. My father took me out on his yacht last Christmas. You know what I mean? So, May Musk, the media and the politicians should stop being nasty and dishonest. They hated Elon for 15 years. Thing is, friends, I got a soft spot for Elon. I know he's part of D-State, part of the technocrat stuff. Just letting you know, friends, obviously Elon's a genius, but just so you know, he's chosen, you know? They are chosen, friends. Him, Peter Thiel, they're chosen. They're allowed to be given the tech to do what they do, which is very, very obvious. Also, Elon, at least he lets us say what we want on Twitter. For now, anyway. You know, but also just to remind you, you can criticize absolutely everything on Twitter. You can't talk about Israel. You do get shadow banned and stuff out here. But that's okay, because you know what I mean? Like we just want our crypto stuff, right? Friends, I'm just telling you, remember when Mr. Greek Inquisitor said it's dead? Friends, look what's appearing on the timeline. Tiffany Fongles. Will you still like me if I'm fat? Oh, gosh, man. Obviously, backstory of Tiffany Fongles. Elon Musk propped her to have his 15th baby. Yes, he's got 15 kids. Don't know how. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even get our portfolio to go up 2x. This guy's halfway on his way to being a trillionaire. And somehow he's got 15 kids, doesn't even know their names, right? One of them's just like freaking just reduced to emoji symbols. And obviously she's retweeted this, her on the Sydney Sweeney body with Alex Jones. Man, these AI pictures, again, indistinguishable as well, friends. I want to leave you with this message as well, friends, for my, he's not my friend, but I feel like we should be friends. Clemente. He's going to explain how everybody's lost conviction in crypto. Okay, I watched this earlier. I just want to show you. Why don't crypto traders have conviction? Let's go.
I see everyone talking right now about what happened to the conviction. What happened to people believing in something? What happened to them is everyone that's believed in something has lost money. The age of conviction is gone, outside of maybe 3 or 4 tokens, because every single person that's believed in something has gotten their heart ripped out of their chest, thrown to the ground and stomped on, and they lose money over and over and over again. It's like if you date someone and every single relationship you've been in.
So he's going to make an analogy saying like, you know, if you get cheated on 5 times, you don't trust the girl. But then I'll keep thinking about, hey, maybe you just got to choose the right girl. You know what I mean? So, but here's the thing with crypto, friends, it's true, right? Everybody's been destroyed. But okay, like we got to remember, okay, firstly, abundance mindset, all right? Abundance mindset, number 1. Number 2, we're not owed anything. You know what I mean? Like, we've got tech here. I think it's cool. I think there's fundamentals. I think it's going to go viral even more. I think we're beating Wall Street because they're becoming, you know, they're literally adapting to us. I think more people want to buy it when the business cycle goes up. I think. I don't know anything, but if we did know, it'd be priced in. There'd be no opportunity. Okay? And that's why I always show you the business cycle. So friends, Mr. Clemente here, he is summarizing 36 months of the Black Swan PMI. Okay? The PMI being down 30, that's why I have this the Black Swan chart here. 36 months, and look, in the past, it was 10, 12, and 6. Okay? So this is where it's really testing you by the balls now. You know, why are you even here? Are you here to make money? That's okay, man. If you're here to make money, guess what? Everyone here to make money. But what does making money mean? What does it actually mean in crypto? Well, if you want to make the most, it means price is what you pay, value is what you get. It means you got to buy a low price when everyone else thinks it's worth less, and you got to have a vision that it's worth more in the future, which is where we are today. So it's a believer cycle, right? It is a believer cycle. Yeah, everyone's been crushed, but you know, we had 36 months of bad PMI. I don't think the next 36 months are going to be this bad. I think the AI wars and the manufacturing is going to heat up, and the copper gold ratio is going to go, and all the indicators are going to flip, and Coinbase is going to end up at App Store ranking number 1. I think that's going to happen. So, and you know, if next year's trash and it gets delayed even more, whatever. Okay, we've held through a lot of pain. So that's it, friends. Metcalfe's law. We are winning. Friends, many people, they can't buy real estate. Okay, you can't buy a share of a real estate. And stocks are dog shit, okay? These AI stuff, it's rubbish, friend. No one cares about these stocks. Not even international. You know, put all your KYC and stuff out here. And they don't fly anywhere near as much. And you can't impact your odds of the stock succeeding, by the way, which you can do with crypto. It's just a whole new different game, man. It's for the little guy. We look after the little person. And then you'll be able to get stable coins and payments, and you'll be able to hedge against your own inflation. But I know no one values it yet. But one day they will. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.